For years they've wondered when the euro was going to wash up on British shores, but now with the project seemingly in ruins, there's little sign the eurozone will be getting any new members soon. Even in Brighton on the UK's south coast and a draw for tourists, there's no great enthusiasm for a switch.
The euro should stay in Europe and the pound should stay in England.
Look at the Greek economy, they've gone into meltdown. Ours isn't exactly brilliant now.
It just seems illogical at the moment financially in the state of the euro, but I've always been very pro-Europe.
There was a time when Britain seemed to be moving towards the euro. Economists were keen, business leaders were behind the idea. Politicians from all the mainstream parties, including the then Prime Minister Tony Blair, expressed their support. They wanted to make sure the conditions for entry were right. They never were. And they had to convince the British public. They never did.
We're moving.
Jez Camilleri runs an English language school in the town. Maltese owned, it attracts students from all over Europe and beyond. He says the UK in the euro would be good for business.
If the UK were in the eurozone, I think definitely a lot of our customers would find it very easy to trade with us. We have a lot of our business coming through agents, and I think they would also welcome the fact that they can trade with us in the euro.
But one of Europe's top economic analysts says the whole project seems doomed.
Yes, it is finished. The European Central Bank is not independent anymore. Greece actually should take a holiday from the euro rather than pressurizing the rest of the eurozone. The Germans are very unhappy having lost the Deutschmark. I think it's almost over.
The south coast of England is a big draw for tourists. 8 million a year make their way to Brighton, many from across Europe. But the region's MEP says there's no disadvantage in keeping the pound.
You can see here, down on a sunny day in Brighton, we haven't got a shortage of tourists. Here, we've got 8 million of them coming into the town every year. Now, whether or not they're from Europe, we've got a seaport along the road at Newhaven, or whether or not they're flying in from Gatwick, I think it doesn't put people off. People want to come and they want to have the unique buzz that is here in the southeast region of England.
Britain has never been that keen on the euro. The new UK government and the current crisis means before it considers another step, it'll wait to see if it even survives. Alan Fisher, Al Jazeera, Brighton.